All right, so
You know it's gonna
we're live on your channel right now. Let me know if it's laggy, because I just put like general settings. You know what I'm
saying? Nick, that's all you.
I'm on it. I don't see anything yet.
I don't do any of the sort. It's not my style. Nick, I wore my Bass Pro short for you.
Oh, you want me to wear my Bass Pro hat?
Do you have it on you right now?
Yeah, it's in another room.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, Nick slayed a hog last year, man. What was it, a 5.5?
Yeah, it might have been more, but...
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. What's a 5.5?
5 pound, 5 ounce bass.
Oh, I was going to say 55 incher.
like
55-inch bass would be like
it looks good.
Pounds,
looks good
man.
so far. Everyone's saying it's good.
Cool. How's it sound?
It sounds good, although... Hold on, don't say anything. No one talk.
This is my...
Alright, yeah, it sounds good.
Cool.
I know.
I'm delayed.
You see, man, everyone in the chat even says that the lack of beard isn't fine. I'm telling you, man, I look fucking stupid. I nicked my beard.
Someone
and
said be a little
stupid.
Let me check to see
I have
if I
no
can.
confidence.
I can't turn it any louder.
Yo, man, let me tell you about something I did in school today. This shit was so whack.
There should be some... Hey, Dre, there should be something on Skype.
Alright, I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm all
I
ears.
have that cranked all the way up.
So, alright, I've been kicking it to this chick in class, kind of, right? Like, not really, but I kind of have, you know. And today, I don't know, I don't know why I did this, but like, we caught a moment where we were staring at each other, and I winked by mistake. I just
the wink's so good.
I don't know why I winked, man. It was just like something that I did right away, and now we didn't have. Usually we have like 4 or 5 of these stare-offs during class. We had 0 stare-offs after that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sign, you know. I don't know.
There, I made it louder, but now it's like blasting my ears off, so I gotta do like this.
Fucked up with the wink, yeah.
Yeah, Dre, honestly, hey, no bullshit. Where do you get those kind of shirts? I know they can't see you, but I've always wanted a button-up T-shirt.
Like
A button-up T-shirt.
Yo, you know where I got this? Jordan Block gave it to me. PayPal.
Hey,
it's polo too, dude.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks really nice. I mean, I'm a TJ Maxx kind of guy.
Yeah.
Because it's like fucking 3 shirts for $5, but...
D-Mac knows about, what's that place, D-Mac? Oh, fuck, now I'm going to sound like an idiot. There's this one place I started to go, like the cheapest shit ever in Manhattan. Everybody goes there now.
I don't know. Are you talking about Uniqlo?
No.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, I really... That's like what I want to do. I want to wear the button-up shirt with sleeves cut off, you know? Because then I can throw it under the blazer, and then like it'll look like I actually presented myself, and then I take it off, boom, and then I throw on the jorts, look just like a piece of shit, like I am.
Your webcam sucks, Scott. What happened to it?
No, my webcam's perfect all the other times, except on Skype.
Well, it must be because when you're hosting it, you're not actually using your Skype video, you're using your own webcam, correct?
My shit always freezes, and it always has the best freeze. Like even today, that's a good freeze right there. I don't mind that.
You know, why is that file still being sent? I still don't have that fucking we'll be right back file.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe I didn't fucking send it right.
You got mine, right? Well, yeah, obviously, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know these answers.
Hey, Dre, if I take off my cam and put it back on, is that crazy?
Go ahead, we'll see. I'm
No,
gonna have to fix it. It should be alright.
I would like to see D-Mac. I've yet to see him.
Is it working?
Nope.
Yes!
We'll see in a second.
I don't see
man, you
him.
do have a very good beard, D-Mac.
What if you add me on back to the call?
No, I see you. You look good.
Oh, I see him now. Good job.
Hold on. You might.
Oh.
Alright, so I got that. I got this.
What happened to your internet, D? I thought you had like some amazing shit.
I just got an upgrade. I got a router, and I download torrents and shit. And usually I download, like, the highest I'll download is like 1 megabyte per second. I was downloading like 3 megabytes per second. That shit was dope, bro. So I don't know.
Dope.
I'm in the basement.
Hey, let's just ask one more time how the connection is, just to triple check here.
A lag.
Oh, people can hear me. How's it sound and look? Full screen it, go to 720p. Let me know, guys.
I mean, we'll wait.
One thing I'm missing. That graphic.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. Do we need the graphic?
Dude, I want the graphic.
Yeah.
I really
We
want
could
it.
all just in our webcams, like write on a piece of paper that says BRB and put it in front of the webcam.
Just send it to him on
I did.
outside.
No, 3 seconds left. 2 seconds.
No idea how to do that.
I'm gonna make a nicer one.
Do we really need this graph? I mean, I guess.
People have been asking me about ad space. By the way, just so you know, 2 people.
That's
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking
I just thought it was something cool to put your ad here. I didn't really think we would actually put an ad there.
I didn't think so. I didn't think anyone would fall for it. Like, I just put it there because I didn't know what else to put there.
Dude, that's cool. No.
A lot of impressions would be made through putting your ad there. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's a good
I
idea.
agree. Yeah,
Damn, I'm smart.
Yeah, how bad is my cam on that side?
All right, so you guys are good. It's your 1 minute pass. Are we gonna start in a second here?
You know, how shitty does my cam look? Be honest.
It's pretty bad,
really
but
bad, yeah.
it's doable.
Fuck yeah. It's doable? It looks like an old 70s shitty porn.
Actually, it looks alright. Damn, B-Man, you on some 720 shit.
I know.
I know.
You want some 720 shit, son?
Yours looks good too, D-Mac, for some reason. Yours never.
Yeah, we're both on MacBook Pros too.
Ooh.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna mute you guys. Nobody can hear you.
All right, then we'll come.
And I'm not gonna be able to hear you either. But you'll see me like giving a thumbs up when to start. All right.
No, count down in the chat. Do chat. Count down in chat.
All right, that's cool.
Nah, I don't do that.
I can't hear you.
Welcome to the Halo Council, ladies and gentlemen. I am Gandhi, joined with D-Mac Bestman, and we have Nexy hosting the call, so it won't look complete trashy. That doesn't make sense. But nonetheless, how are you guys?
Yeah! We're back. I think we deserve an applause as a Halo community. We all deserve an applause. It's awesome. Thank God Halo is on the circuit. I'm great.
How are you?
Thank goodness that Halo is on the circuit. What a action-packed day we had yesterday with some exciting news and some more exciting news with team changes as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to be the one to say it. If it wasn't for the Halo Council, you know, Halo probably wouldn't have been picked up.
Oh,
so.
yeah, you know.
Whoa.
I have to take credit. I'm taking full credit. I'm sorry. It's what I
Come
did.
on. You voted against the game. Now you want credit, motherfucker. You better flag.
So that's completely irrelevant coming
but-
from Ride or Die D-Mac.
In all seriousness, I think everybody kind of stepped up, and if Halo didn't make as much noise, if we didn't make fun of StarCraft 2 style, if we didn't do all of these things that we've done in the past few months, I don't know if Halo would have been picked up. Thank God it is, though.
In immediate news, Boss Nasty's journey through delusion has come to a screeching halt. He has lost his prized possession and first forced Luckside into retirement. I had to plug it. I had to. But nonetheless, first reactions. MLG picking it up, guys. How do you feel?
I'm extremely grateful, you know, coming from an actual player competing all of the past 4 or 5 years of Halo and, you know, going into a season for the very first time, not knowing whether your game would be on the circuit or not, was definitely nerve-wracking. I think everyone was on edge for a while, so it's definitely oh my gosh, I just saw the graphic Dre put up. But yeah, it was a blessing. Oh my God.
Oh, that's good, Dre. No, it's just so awesome, man. Especially after you thought that it wasn't going to happen. Because I was one of the people that, you know, I believed, hey, maybe Halo was going to take the backseat this year. And I was kind of starting to, you know, get ready for that. And just to have it hit you that it is on, it's kind of a surprise. You know, and it's been on every single year, and it's kind of a surprise. So it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thrilled. You know, right out the gate, we're seeing if Clapp is pushing for free-for-all to come back, he wants to bring it back to old school 2005, 2006, where actually the amateur players, they get seeding depending on how they place in the FFA. Now, this, to me, actually seems like a very good idea. I think we'll see far less team changes throughout the amateur players, and we'll actually see some good teams formed just based on that. But at the same time, we get to watch free-for-all again.
Yeah, there was a point where free-for-all was super exciting. B-Man, remember those days?
Yeah, I definitely remember those days. Those are some of my my best days. Whether I didn't really perform at events as much as I should have, but I had such a blast playing those online, and I'm glad they're back. I'm hoping that whether Clapp decides to, or whether the league decides to either make it so everyone gets seeded for it, or the amateurs and the pros can still play in it, I'm pumped either way. I like my chances for free for all.
I think
my baby.
It's known. MLG's always been very good with the structure of Halo 1 tour or Halo tournaments overall. They're the best with the structure of Halo tournaments. No one's ever kind of questioned that. So I'm sure if free-for-all is locked in, it's going to be with seeding, just like the old days, and it's going to make sense, you know?
Yeah, and we're going to see players are going to be able to make money as well, I'm assuming, through free-for-all. It only makes sense to see. If he wants to bring it back to a 2006 format, top 8 got paid out. I mean,
right.
Karma doubled what everyone else got on our team in 2006 just because of that free-for-all. And then next year, I mean, Pistola started earning money through free-for-all as well because he was so dominant. It's a good opportunity for amateur players to win money. And before I give this another shot, I want to give a shout-out to Jonas at Tyloo, who he's watching this at 3:35 in the morning. So shout-out to you, buddy. I appreciate the dedication. That is awesome.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah. People staying up to watch us. Who would have thought?
Can I make another shout-out, Scotty? I want to make a shout-out.
Yeah, go for it. This is a fucking joyous day. We get to bask in the glory of our game being picked up.
Okay.
I even bought Tic Tacs.
To the people who aren't part of our community, the people who Gears of War, Call of Duty, I haven't heard any hate from them because Halo has been picked up. Nobody has lashed out. I haven't heard one instance, and that's been kind of a class act. And I wish that Gears of War was picked up. I wish Call of Duty was picked up, you know, just so everybody could be there. I have a lot of friends within both of those communities, and, you know, I'm pulling for y'all too. And you know, we're trying. We really are trying to make sure all consoles work, but this is a big win for Halo, and obviously Halo is our priority.
Right, and yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks for all my COD dudes. I have a lot of new friends from that community, and it sucks to see them not on. But I was on the oh my god, I was on the.
Well, I missed it. What's funny? I missed something.
No, Dre's having the best shit on the. All right, keep going.
All right, I gotta play it. Fucking, I hate you, Dre. Okay, continue next. Yeah,
no, but
you're controlled is what's happening.
I was almost. It came from thinking about what am I gonna do come Columbus, whether MLG picks up the games. I'm like, well, am I gonna switch to COD? Am I just gonna continue to grind out Halo? You know, throw our own tournaments, and you know, now it's like no Gears and probably no COD at the Columbus. So it's like it's just completely 180. So it's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Please.
All right. So I sent out my tweet or some text to some of the MLG staffers. One of them was Ben Balbona. I'm not sure exactly what he does, but he's a big dick. He calls some shots.
He runs the MLG TV, and I know that.
Yeah, he's been a part of the league. He
worked his way up.
He's a very good dude. He also ran the Doritos Combines. So he's definitely very, very high up. And he said he actually gave me a Facebook post, which I will be scrolling there aimlessly to read word for word, because this, I feel like everyone in the community should read this. He said, I am happy for you guys now. Remember, it is on you and the leaders of the community to make sure Columbus sells out and people watch it online. Prove that Halo still matters. Now that to me kind of struck home, because you know, even though we've been doing all this stuff and it seems like it's ramped up, we still need to get the viewers there, and we still have to entice things as much as humanly possible, and that is something we cannot forget.
And you know what, Scotty, I think we are going to do that. You know, we were planning for Halo not to be on the circuit, and we were still positive that it was going to be a very big and large and intact community. I think that's still going to remain the same. You'll see. Coming up later in the show, we have a pretty cool announcement showing that, you know, we've kind of helped out the Halo community a little bit with the Lan Network. I think Halo is going to thrive this year, and at the end of the day, it is going to be because MLG decided to stick it out and help these dudes one more year, and I think that's fucking awesome.
Nikki?
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to whether we can continue on this momentum that we picked up in the past couple weeks and bring it into Columbus and so on afterwards, because, you know, we're only guaranteed this winter season. You know, I think StarCraft is the only game that's guaranteed for the whole year. So we have to definitely bring our shit to Columbus. We have to Columbus is the Halo capital. Columbus even reached last year. I'm pretty sure Columbus was a good event last year, so yeah, as long as
I know you're just, you have your Joybot shirt on, you're all nexied out, and you're having the time of your life over there. You're still distraught. You're like, oh man, I get to practice now. I have to find my fourth. It's possibly Maniac.
Practice, Nick?
Okay, let's just grill Nick for like 5 minutes.
Are you actually gonna practice?
Yeah, are you gonna bring it or what?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you guys would, you know, pay attention to Halo, we were scrimming last night. Granted, we got our asses kicked by Instinct, but
actually, I know that because I played with Roy and Ogre 2 today, and they told me.
Oh yeah. But we played pretty well against Status Quo, and we played pretty well against who's their team, Warriors, the other week. So I've been on every day past couple of days, especially since Halo's been out. I'm pumped. No bloom, no sprint is fun. So.
Let's not, you know, brag about beating Quo. They got
your boys. Beating your boys.
Well, they got a lot of work to do. Speaking on Quo, just real quick, if Elamite's going to come in there, and he's got to be a player that puts in his work and step up his game, I personally believe that. And then maybe Quo will be okay, but they got a lot of work to do with that.
I mean, I'm going to say this, and I think the majority of people who have gone against Kyle for the time that he's played, he has a lot more potential than Assault. Assault was good at Halo Reach for like 2 or 3 events. The first one he was very good, and then from there, you know, he wasn't anything that special. I think as long as Kyle puts in the time, this team's going to do well. If this team decides, like, we're going to kind of float around, maybe practice a little bit, they're going to place outside the top 8. It's going to be one extreme or the other.
Elamite is way more proven than Assault, but I don't know. I thought Assault had some upside to him. He fell flat on his face. I didn't think he performed, but he had a lot of upside to him, and that was maybe Elamite back in 2008, 2007. I don't know if dude has any more upside. However, can he be like that Jason Kidd that kind of steps up late in his career? You know what I'm saying?
Basketball shit.
I'm sorry. You know, I just watch a lot of basketball. But anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's going to lead us into our next discussion. So when we come back from a commercial break, we will be discussing some of the big veterans who have yet to be picked up on a team and if they can even hang with the newcomers, so stay tuned.
Yeah, son.
Looking for your next app? Look no further. The Daily is a one-of-a-kind news app for iPad. In it, you'll find everything from news to entertainment, sports, tech, politics, and opinion. You can touch, tap, and swipe your way through an experience that delivers original articles, images, videos, and infographics. The Daily is totally interactive. It's also new every day with original content, so you're always in the know. Look, apps like this are the reason you get an iPad. Experience The Daily for yourself by clicking on the banner below.
it's a good, it don't sucks.
Like we're back, Scott.
All right. I was expecting the 3-2-1 go, but what can you do? Welcome back to the Halo Council. I'm Gandhi, joined with D-Mac and Bestman. And now the second segment of the show, we are going to discuss the veteran players and if they can actually hang. Now, we were talking about it a little bit in the commercial, and I think we've decided that we want to start with Ghost Ayami, correct?
Yeah, let's start with Ghost.
All right. Well, who wants to go first? I want to step back. Nick.
This is the part of being on the show that sucks. Because you got to talk about other players, and you don't want to D-Mac it up and ride their nuts, but then you don't want to be too harsh, so you don't want to burn the bridge. But yeah, I mean, I think I think when it comes to as we bring up a nice picture of Ghost. I think when it comes to any of the old pros, and with these no bloom, no sprint settings, obviously we're going to see some of the same pros back at the top 3, top 4, the Ryan Noobs of the world. They're still going to be there. I don't think it's that much of a change to where you could say, like, all these new pros are going to fall off and everyone's going to rise to the top. But, when I think it comes to these old pros, like Ghost Ayami, he was, in the beginning, or at the end of Reach last year, he wanted to go to Gears of War. So now he kind of flip-flopped back over to, Halo, and I think he's been playing quite a bit lately. So I'm going to be on the lookout for these guys. I teamed with Eric. It wasn't that long ago where he was placing second 2 events in a row. Second at championships with me. I left. They placed second with Toxic. Then they placed 7th, and then that's it. Just completely fell. So I definitely can say, you could see him back. It just depends on these teams. It's kind of hard. The politics of Halo, which has been around for a while, it's hard to get back up on top without some lucky breaks. So we'll see where it goes.
Let me say this. I like Ghost Ayami a lot as a friend. He is my dude. Always will be. And he has dominated the game. Like, dude came in and absolutely dominated and helped Carbon take down the best team ever. So, essentially, he's one of the most clutch players and one of the biggest X factors of all time. Right? He is. But he hasn't had it for a few years. And even the placings that he's gotten in the past, he hasn't been that player that he's been in the past. And honestly, I've seen nothing but a steady decline for the past few years. I love him. I think, he's one of the smartest players in the game. Halo 3, I was wowed by this dude's strategy. I really was. He taught me a lot on how to play the game and how strategy works, but I just don't see him putting in the time that Formal does. I just don't see him being able to catch up to the rest of these Reach kids. Maybe Halo 4, Ghost Ayami makes a comeback, but I think he has a better chance in Halo 4 rather than placing well in Halo Reach.
I look at it this way. Ghost Ayami for the 2012 season might as well just join the Food Network because his tweets are going to be useless for Halo. He's not prevalent anymore. No one knows what he does anymore, and he's picked up classes. Now, before he was going to Penn State only taking 1, maybe 2 classes. Now he's taking a full load. He has a girlfriend. He has too much shit to worry about than Halo. Now, with that said, now you mentioned that he is a smart player. Yes, he is a very, very smart player, but that is also his biggest flaw. He had got so worked up over this spawn system in Halo 3 and Halo Reach that he tried to change his team's play style to influence spawns, and it's backfired. But he's held on to this belief for so long that there's no turning back anymore, and is the biggest hindrance on him. If he would learn to just play the fucking game and stop worrying about, oh, well, if I'm at this square when this player's at, 2 seconds left in the respawn, he's going to spawn in the mauler, so I got to make sure my teammates do that, he'll be fine. Bloom was the worst thing that happened to him. He is a twitch shooter. He's not one of those players who have a steady shot. He whips it all back around. So, with the single burst, with the DMR, with no Bloom, he does have a chance. I just don't see him putting up the time, so I think he is on a very steady decline, and I don't think he has any chance of bouncing back. With that said, I kind of don't even expect him to play Halo 4.
Well,
okay. Ooh, all right. I hope he plays Halo 4. It'd be nice.
I don't see
really
it.
would.
It just all comes down, like, from personal experience, is if you want to play or not. Last year, I didn't really want to play, and that showed in my placings, and it showed in Ghost placings as well. You know, once you get one or two bad placings, it just becomes like you're going through the motions. So I hate to say it, but you gotta want to play, and you know, no bloom, no sprint may make a lot of players want to do it. It makes me want to play, and I haven't won an event yet, so I gotta know what that feels like, or else I'm gonna kill myself. So,
yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Now the pressing issue: two big names, two very, very respected players throughout their entire career. We're just gonna talk about them as a package. Fear Itself and Victory X. Did they quit? Are they playing? Does anyone know anything about these guys?
Yeah, no. I don't think these guys have quit. I think, especially now that it's back, you'll see these guys come alive and play a lot over the next few months. And I don't know if they're going to do all that great, maybe top 3, top 4 like they used to. No, probably not. But Fear Itself and Victory X rarely place out the top 8. I think they're going to be just fine. It's going to be a struggle. They're going to be one of those players that, you know, they just kind of come into the tournament and play, but they're probably going to place okay.
Nick?
I mean, when me, Neighbor, and Hysteria made the team, we asked Victory if he wanted the team. This was back in December, and this is when everyone was kind of going pretty light with Halo. And, you know, ever since then, I think I saw him. He was offline for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And I know he's out. He's graduated from college. He's working. He has a career going on for him. So I don't know if he even wants to play anymore at all. So I can expect maybe. Well, I can expect maybe that he would quit. But I still think he's trying to look for a team. I know I saw him running with Twin Savior and Crimsix with Victory, Crim Savior. What the fuck are their names? Twin Savior, Crimsix, and Fear Itself were running games.
That's
playing playlists anyways.
He don't want to leave Fear. That's a duo, and now they're kind of stuck with it. And you know they got each other's back. Fear's had Cam's back in the past. Cam has Fear's back right now. They both got each other's back. I don't think they're gonna separate. I think you'll see both of those kids stay together and put a team together for the top 8. Crimsix, Twin Savior, Fear, and Victory is possibly a top 8 team.
Yeah, but it comes down to if they want to play just for top 8. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do they want to just play this event and get 7th or 8th? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem very logical to me, especially with Victory. I don't know about Fear. I don't know much about him, and maybe he's still trying to be a model and stuff. But as the picture shows up.
That was flawless timing.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
But, yeah, I don't know. It just comes down to if they want to play or not. And I'll make a prediction and say that Victory doesn't play for first event. I'm just going out and saying it right there.
Yeah? Oh. I look at it this way. Fear Itself, if he doesn't play, is foolish. He's a very marketed player. He had NOS last year. He was on, U-Hauls and billboards, whatever the fuck he put NOS energy drink on. I don't even know if it's U-Haul. It's something stupid like that. Nonetheless, if he doesn't play, he's just ruining his entire market. Now, with that said, I mean, we saw Fear Itself claw his way through all of Halo 3, and he finished in 2010 as arguably the top 3, guaranteed top 5 best players in the game. Now, this is a lot like, it's similar to Halo Reach, or it's similar to Halo 3 because there's no Bloom. That's about the only similarity. If he plays this game, he does have potential. Fear Itself has never actually sucked at any game. He still has finished at the championships in the top 8 every single time. So with that said, he does have the potential. Victory X, he is an incredible player overall. That no one can ever take that from him. But he's a player who has to put in time. And when he doesn't put in time, it shows. So with this job acquisition and him graduating college, he's moved on. I think this is just, this is the baby steps to seeing players just slowly move on from here on out. And I expect to say farewell to Victory X and see Fear Itself just kind of float around in the top 12 and just milk some sponsor money.
And see, that's where another topic maybe in the future comes from is all these pros that are great marketable players and have a name for themselves don't take advantage of it. There's so many outlets of even making money for yourself and growing your fan base, and people don't do it. Like Walshy has such a good diehard fan base, and he got a stream for like 2 weeks, and all these players, all these old pros don't do anything to like help Halo bring the community back together, and it kind of was sad to see that. But Fear Itself, he was, as a picture on the stream, he was sponsored by NOS last year. I don't see why he wouldn't give it another run. I mean, even when they don't play, they're still great players. They've been in the top 8 for 3 or 4 years now consistently, so it's pretty sad, but I guess the same goes. I hope they come back.
Well, they should.
This pick, these picks are absolutely incredible to me. I don't know if. All right. Anyway, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm not good with that stuff. I'm glad we have Nexi on the other side. He's doing a fantastic job finding these. Captain Anarchy.
One of my favorite dudes on the circuit.
Okay. One of your favorite dudes. Personality aside. Let's discuss.
He's such a cool cat, man. You
go first, then.
He hasn't had it in a while, Yeah, and back in the day, Halo 2, Halo 3, he was pretty damn good. He was always that dude that could have been one of the elites, but wasn't. But he did place well some tournaments, and I think he's done as much as he was going to do. But he has an immense talent, especially against players of lower caliber than him. He is going to destroy them. I think his knock has always been he has trouble playing against the top 12, top 16 players in the game, and that's been his thing. But hey, Los is that dude. He's always going to be the man. No matter what he does, he's going to be successful. So I don't even think he needs Halo at this point. I think he's done what he was supposed to do. And if he does something, hey, that's awesome. But I don't expect anything out of him this year in Halo Reach.
Right. I mean, Los is probably one of my good friends I've met through Halo. And, I love talking. I love getting in arguments with him about whether it be Halo, rap.
Most stubborn player of all time. Time. He's the most stubborn person of all time.
Oh, yeah. He is easily one of the most... And he's the biggest accidental asshole you will ever...
the hugest.
He's such an asshole.
World-class dick.
And it's completely by accident. He doesn't understand. But then but then he's also the nicest dude you'll ever meet. So it's just so funny. Los, he's one of my good friends. And, this comes back to the same thing with Ghost. They've had similar paths in Halo. It's just that Los never got to that event win that... Or what? I think he won an event, but he never won like a major one where all the teams are at. I think he won one of those back in 05, like a Defy event win or something. But it comes back to the same thing as Ghost. Anarchy had it in him for a while in Halo 2. He's top 3, and then or in Halo 2 top 3, and then they had a bad year. Then he came back in Halo 3. Replaced you, and they got top 8, and then they got random top 3. Then he fell back off, and then he came back in. It was just like it was a pattern, and the pattern could hold true to its path, and he could come back in no bloom, no sprint, or it may not. But I love Los, and I hope he gets on a great team. It just sucks when you fall out of the circle of teams and you end up teaming with people you don't want to. And, placing that top 16. I've been there before, and it happens. So you got work cut out for you, but I think he can do it.
It'll be interesting to see how Los goes. Los has always been one of the most dedicated players in the game. Now, the fact of the matter is he needs to just get away from Ghost Ayami. He just needs to run away as fast as he can and just pick up new talent. Now, I know that's, Los is one of those guys you have to warm up to. So some people, as we have said, who first meet him will be like, wow, Los, you are a complete jackass. But it's accidental. Like we said, he is a very, very nice person. If he found some young talent, not do like a golden ticket thing, because that's fucking retarded. But, if he goes through a similar approach and just tries to find young talent or people, you can't go with the scraps. You don't want to find yourself on a team with Thuggish Killa, Twilight, and Ghost Ayami. What's that going to equal? That equals you get 4 days of practice. Los has logged probably about 500 games of MLG play with. And then he shows up, and he's like, "Oh, you guys haven't played?" And Ghost is like, "Oh, no." And Twilight's like,
and that's
no.
another thing to say to Lowe's. He plays. It's not like he doesn't play. He will put in the time, and it's just like it's not to take anything away from Twilight, Ghost, and Thuggish. It's just these bottom feeders of the top 16 just come together instead of making their own team if they want. It's just leftover players get thrown together, and I've been involved in it as well. But you just got to get out of that realm of players, and so just stop teaming with people you don't want to, and team with people you like.
Indeed.
And I know him and Ghost have gone back and forth, in their friendship and their team. So, I hope the best for them.
All I want to say right now is, remember Scott Nexie stole your headphones or something?
Don't bring it up. Why?
I stole his Halo 1.
Oh, fuck you, Nexie! So that's for story time. We're going to take a quick commercial break, quick little bathroom break, and then when we come back, we will be announcing an announcement that we would like to announce because we like to announce things.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Ron Paul 2012, that's what I say.
And welcome back to the Halo Council, motherfuckers. I always wanted to say that. I just thought it'd be cool. No. Welcome
I want to host a comeback one of these times.
Well, we'll go to a commercial. You can bring one in.
All right, I just want to bring one in. Just one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anyways, go.
But we've been.
Hey, are you there?
Commercial, bro. So you can bring it back for us, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. I forgot about his stupid stuff.
Go, best man, go.
And we're back with the Halo Council. I'm bringing it back with a very abrupt commercial. No ads, a very abrupt ad by our stream director, Nexie, who's doing a fantastic job, better than Scott has ever done. And I think we have some pretty special news, pretty awesome. I don't really know any of it, so I'm going to let Z take that over.
When you bring it back, you got to know what you're going to talk about, dude.
What?
Yeah.
You got to know the subject. All right. All right.
I brought it in with a very general.
He was given. Stop with the negativity. Oh, by the way, in case you guys have not seen these yet, they're at your local Target. They're chips, but if you eat 13 of them, you get your daily serving for vegetables. They are delicious. But continue.
So you're going from peanut butter M&Ms to eat your vegetable chips?
Dude, they're fantastic. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. But peanut M&Ms, you do have my heart. You are the only girl for me. She is so hot. But D-Mac, host me up here. Let's do this.
Okay,
Serious
well,
bit.
you know, we've been talking with the Lan Network, and we've had some serious talks, and it's been awesome, and we've confirmed some things. So, Scott, why don't you just lay down some of the things that we've confirmed with the Lan Network?
All right, so there is no mystery behind it that D-Mac and I have been putting in a lot of thoughts with the Lan Network, but basically we have come to a general consensus that we will, in fact, be having 16 LANs, but there is a kicker. So for every event, I'm not sure how many we're looking to do, but it should be around 4 or 5. Every event, D-Mac and I, and then a couple other people from the Lan Network, will be picking 5 teams to come out to the Lan Network to compete for money. Now, it's going to go with the best overall score of the weekend, so it's going to be top-tier gameplay all weekend long. So with that said, there won't be a tournament on Sunday unless we really want to do that, but you know, that's regardless of the point. Now, the awesome part is for that 6th spot, there will be an online tournament that we will be doing full coverage over. Now, of course, we don't have a spectator mode, so after we come back in, or after the winners bracket round 1's done, we'll give you a little synopsis and then move on to winners bracket round 2. And we'll also be featuring a game of the week. So you have to send myself or D-Mac or Best Man your gameplay and say, what do you think of this? And then we will cast over it live, assuming Nexie can pull that out of his ass. I may have just overextended my boundaries, but that is the plan there. Now, with that said, the 6th spot, the person who wins that online tournament will be getting their flight paid for to come out to the 16 LAN to compete against the teams that we have already picked. So, after that mouthful, it is quite exciting, to say the very least.
Yeah. And these are just some of the announcements right away. We're getting the 16 LAN, the first one, hopefully the week before the event. You know that me and Scott definitely want to be there. We've been talking to the Lan Network about being there. We're going to put on a full-on production, fucking 30 hours, guys. We are going to do the whole fucking shebang for you guys at TLN. I think
we're casting it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And they still have all the same equipment that the old Lan Network had, right?
The thing is, they've all upgraded all the equipment. That's the thing, and they've got so much equipment and so many resources for us to use, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to share some of the information that we've been pushing TLN to do. I think we really want things to happen, and this is just the beginning. I know we've been all talk to this point, but we got this 16 LAN going. And we're going to do a whole production with it. And, guys, there's a lot more shit coming on the way. It's going to be fucking dope.
I wouldn't say we're all talk. We were just,
I would say
we were throwing ideas out there without funding. Now we have found a very nice change purse with a place, and we're going to bring awesomeness all weekend long. Now, also, they will be doing Gears of War 3 and Call of Duty events. So if anyone's out there in Call of Duty, keep your ears open in case you want to get a shot to come out to the LAN. You get your own weekend, so it's going to be very, very awesome.
And that's the thing, Scotty. That's the big deal. They're going to have Halo, but Halo is the forefront, but then we're going to help out Call of Duty. We're going to help out Gears of War. And guys, maybe some of those communities help us out later on. We just need to help each other out, and we'll all thrive. That's the way it got to work. And you know what? I think it's fucking awesome. And the thing is, you can have a COD LAN at the Lan Network because they have the best internet you can possibly have. We'll just have to play on the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it'll be perfectly fine. So COD is very much a possibility, and it's going to happen for them as well. And we should be happy for them. And we'll support them just like they support us.
Right. Yeah, and this is coming from my point of view. You guys kind of left me in the dark on what was going on at TLN, but I sort of caught the TLN show before us, but I was watching a basketball game. But yeah, so I mean, this is great. I mean, not only do you get the top 5 teams or 5 pro teams coming out to each LAN or however many LANs before the first Columbus event, you also have a chance for an online team to come out, and you get everything paid for. So, and I believe for the online tournament, I thought is there a prize or is there an entry fee to get in?
I'm not saying anything, and Scott, we really should lay back and not say anything, because the news we possibly could be fucking awesome, and it could blow you guys away. And so we're just gonna hold on and just try to make the best of it. That's really what we want to do.
Yeah, it's basically it's DMEC and I, who are terrible with time management, talking to an organization, and quite frankly, we suck at it. So maybe in the next week we could figure it out. But I think it's going to be awesome to see top tier gameplay for the whole weekend across all 3 games. But giving that team that chance an online qualifier, I think that's fantastic. I think even though the pros will be able to enter in there as well, I think we're going to see a lot of upsets, and I think we're going to see new faces shine through.
So we know a few things. It's going to be $10 a player. Scotty, all right.
I thought it was 20 per team.
No, it's going to be $10 a player. Okay.
See, you kept me in the dark. Don't feel bad, Nick. This is what DMAC does.
See, some of the things that have been getting changed a little bit. And guys, that's the thing. The deals are not complete. The details are not completely ironed out. We're still working on it. We are just making sure that Halo gets the best possible deal. And that's, we've seen all the lands. Gandhi's seen all the lands. I've seen all the lands. I've held many lands, so I know what's a good deal. And the Lan Network is trying to put together a really good deal for us, and hopefully it works out.
And I think Dre wants to get in on this. He's been typing in the chat on Skype, but I don't know if you're paying attention, Scott. He wanted your permission.
One bit. I don't do that. Dexy always asks like if it's cool with Scott. Like I have like a supreme.
It's your show, bro.
And I'm like, I fucking come at you and I like.
It's because you're the white man. Why you gotta own the brown man though? Why can't the brown man be the boss?
Hey, so here's what's driving me crazy. I want to talk about I'm just going to jump in and say one thing. This is Nexy, by the way. I know you guys can't see my webcam, so just imagine me, shirtless, talking to you. Anyway.
Full hair.
Tons of chest hair. No, listen, guys. When we first started doing the Halo Council stuff, hey, Nicole, hold on. I'm trying to say something. My girlfriend's playing League of Legends right there. All right. So when we first started doing the Halo Council, it was sprung off of the fear that MLG wasn't picking up Halo. And people are freaking out. What are we going to do next? Who's going to pick up Halo? And we were really adamant about, well, guess what? We have to do it ourselves. We have to create a community for ourselves. Well, yeah, MLG's picking up Halo, but it's not done. The Lan Network is giving us that platform. They're giving us everything we were asking for and everything that we were pushing for. So if you don't support the Lan Network, you're an asshole and you're a hypocrite. So support them. This is a big deal. It's everything we were asking for, and they stepped up, guys, so we got to support them for that, and that's all I wanted to say.
That's a good damn
well said. Well said.
Follow up to that?
Well said by our, what would it be called? Show director? Or
stream director. Stream producer. He's walking away from the computer to go chop down a tree now. With that said, I have to agree with him. But nonetheless, really, DMAC, it comes like this. What 5 teams do we, like, hypothetically, what teams would we even throw into the mix? You got to bring in Instinct. Guaranteed Instinct, no questions asked.
You got to bring in Straight Rippin'.
You have to bring out Warriors.
Do you have to? All right, hold on. I think you have to bring in Instinct.
This is what in my head, this is what I have bubbling around. Thinking first pick, Instinct. Second, Warriors. Third, Straight Rippin'. I know people aren't going to agree with that, but quite frankly, I want to see if they're even going to perform on a fucking LAN. I know we're going to see them at March, and assuming that the event will be after the opener, maybe it won't be the team, so that's something we also have to take into consideration.
Oh,
but I think
wait.
Great Rapids, I would say status quo. I would say status quo.
Yeah, I want to see Quo there, obviously. You know, I'm a big Quo fan.
And then
Then
you
I
got
have to hang out with Formal.
All right, well, listen. Is this LAN going to be after the first event?
My gut is
No.
telling me
No. This is something they're planning before the first event. They're trying to do this the weekend before the first event, and we've been talking about it. And this is something we really want to do. We know time is ticking. That's why Scott and I are talking to the Lan Network tomorrow about further details and really trying to iron this shit out. So hopefully we get all the information out quick. But we are trying to do this before MLG's tournament.
Yeah, and I think.
Why?
What's that, Scott?
Whatever.
All right, well,
I'm
hey.
going to D-Mac later.
All right, well,
I had this conversation on the way home from school. I hop on, and it just got kind of crazy, man.
I think,
sorry.
regardless for your inaugural LAN or your kickoff LAN, you want to have the best team, and then you want to follow up by the most popular teams. I think that's just how it goes. And,
well, the sixth spot will be whoever deserves it.
Right. So, yeah, you get the best team from last year, which is Instinct. Then you follow up by the popular teams. Then you follow up by a team that deserves to be there. Right?
Well, did we pick a fifth team yet? Is a fifth team? Because I know
Dynasty, but
hold on.
Or Ambush. That's their names.
I would say Ambush, but this is all hearsay at this point. Really? So it's going to be before MLG?
Hopefully, if everything goes right. I think they're pushing and they want this to happen before MLG, and I think that would be awesome. Ultimately, MLG is the biggest stage, and everybody knows that, and that's what you got to aim for, to get these guys ready for the biggest stage. So it makes sense. Now,
I mean, I agree.
I'm looking at some of these teams. I would like to maybe see Classic at a LAN. I'm not going to lie. I've never seen them LAN, and they always seem to perform well at events. Be kind of awesome to see them LAN. Infamous would be another team. Ambush, yeah, that team would be great on LAN as well. But I don't see Formal coming out for a LAN. I don't know. He's declined it a bunch of times, so unless some of these details iron out where it's a very, very big deal for these guys to come out, I don't see some of the younger teams coming out.
You got trolled so hard on the street with that picture.
What's on the...
I'm sorry. That is just... she's your dude, though. You know? She's your dude.
Julie, you look dope. Yo, she does.
You look dope.
I literally hear you say that, is the thing. Like, that meme is perfect. It's what you say.
Yo, she's the best. She's honestly so professional. She's so cool. She's so good at her job. I love working with that woman. She was awesome.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, Nick, what would you, as a professional, this is going to be a complete curveball, what would you, as a professional, I like throwing you under the gun, what would you, as a professional, like to see from TLN?
When it comes to Halo, you got to see gameplay, and if they have upgraded their equipment from the old TLN, then we can get, I'm trying to think of how they did it at TLN, but I know they had different point of views, but if they can get something like, I don't know how the cost effective everything is, if you get something that rotates through point of views, then that's about that's as good as you can get for Halo. And you have you two coming out to cast, and you're hosting these LANs, and I know it's it hurts in the money to start out, but they have the money, and if we can pull through with this and bring our community together by hosting these LANs, then I think I think that's about all you can get. But it's kind of hard to ask for them. But I think with their funds, I think we can see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if their funds are, super huge, and talking to them and look, they want to help. They want to help Halo. That's the ultimate goal, and that's our ultimate goal here at the Halo Council. And me and Scott, we want to cast the best events, including MLG, including the Lan Network, everything that has to do with Halo, and that's our ultimate goal as well. So we just want to help Halo, and I think the Lan Network is actually trying to help. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen, and we can't wait to share with y'all all these talks that are happening within the next week.
I agree. All right, well, we are going to go to a commercial break. When we come back,
we'll wrap up our final thoughts.
Sure,
Last 5
what
minutes.
he said.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
I knew you didn't know what you were going to say.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was actually just looking at Twitter. Welcome back to the Halo Council as we wrap up with our final thoughts. Guys, it was a jam-packed show. When you look at all the information that went out, Halo is back on the circuit after you didn't think it would be on. What are these pros that in the past have done so much work? What are they going to do? The Lan Network is having a 6-team LAN where it's inviting a team out that could compete for a spot in an online tournament, play with everybody, stay at the house. A big, big weekend. And even talking to the Lan Network dudes, it's only 2 hours away from Columbus, so possibly could just end up driving straight from the house. Guys, ultimately, what are your thoughts?
About the entire show or just the Lan Network?
About the entire show, the state of Halo. I feel like
all right. Well, I will start it off like this. One,
we started in turmoil. Now we happy. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, nothing but grins on this side, man. One, thank you very much, MLG, for giving us another event to prove ourselves. The final thought here, though, really on this, isn't so much that, oh, yeah, we're back in, that's great. We have to show up to Columbus. We have to get teams. I don't care if you have to pay for your little 10-year-olds to go to this event just to fill out the stands. We have to do something. We have to show MLG that we can fill out these stands because, quite frankly, if we have 60 teams again, it's not going to be there in the summer. So we have to do the best we can. So really just retweeting stuff, tweet out people's streams if you see it, follow all the top guys. Everyone has a Twitter these days anyways. And everyone tweets very, very frivolous stuff, myself included. So enjoy those tweets and retweet them. The bigger we spread Halo, the better off we'll be. Now, in regards to the Lan Network, I can't wait. I think that is going to be just as fun as going to a Major League Gaming event, except without the change purse and then with all the flashy lights and my makeup artist. I think that is going to be kick-ass, D. You and I, for a full weekend, get to cast Tier 1 Halo Reach gameplay. I wanted to say 3. Halo Reach gameplay. We can't ask for anything better than that. That is a dream come true. Now, my final closing thought here is I played Halo Reach today. I know, first time in like a year and a half. I'm looking to attempt to get back into it. My schedule's good Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday. So those days, hit me up. Let's game. We'll figure something out. I can't stream because XSplit won't detect my black magic intensity because it's just fucking stupid. But other than that,
stupid
we
shit.
did it. We did it.
Yeah, I mean, and it all, we have to go from here. Like, it's obviously a blessing that we got on the circuit for the first event. And, you know, we're not strictly MLG anymore. We have to work on becoming independent for the future. We're not guaranteed a spot on the spring season come June. So, you know, I don't want everyone to hopes get too high, and then after the event, we were like, oh, well, why are they putting COD on now and letting us off since we had 128 teams and not 256. So this is where we had to work on becoming independent and keep producing content, and we keep running our tournaments, and, you know, whatever TLN ends up doing, and, you know, keep supporting that. Like you watch on StarCraft show and they're saying support esports, you know, we got to support Halo. So, you know, that's what it comes down to.
Screw the rest.
Well, I meant the Halo as in the esports, because, you know, what's funny is that we didn't like being called esports when it was Halo and MLG. It was like competitive gaming. I remember it was frowned upon by Sundance to be a part of the esports like 2 years ago. So it's just funny how the times have changed. So we gotta just support, keep producing content.
My thoughts on overall everything. I'm really happy for everybody. I really am. I'm so excited. You know, whether I'm casting or not at Columbus, that doesn't really affect me. You know, if you guys want me to cast with Gandhi, then I'll cast with Gandhi. But either way, I'll be at the event. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
I'll be hanging out there. It's just it really, like, I was smiling the whole way home because I was just thinking about all the people that this announcement affected, and that's all the people that are watching. That's all the people that are my friends in this community today, and I'm really excited for what Halo has this year and what Halo is going to do in the future. I think it's going to be fucking dope. We're not going to lie down. We never were. And, you know, people who are at the top of this community, the pioneers, Gandhi, Bestman, and I included with some of the other people, we're going to fucking fight to make sure that happens.
I agree. Final statements. Got my lighter for this. Farewell, Boss Nasty Dream.
Hey, wait. I just got a message from Mason about Boss Nasty. He's partner up with Gal Nation or something strange like that.
Sweet.
So,
back to my ceremony.
Boss Nasty is back.
He's on your
farewell.
side.
It was great to have you while it was. You produced great videos. Not at all. You had a great team idea. You did well grabbing Nated. All in all, you failed. And I have to just revel in your remorse. That's it for me.
My final thoughts is, oh yeah, thank you, D, for not reminding me. But
shit,
free for all.
I've had a lot of tweets about the free for all details, and this is perfect timing with Clap announcing the free for all potentially being on the circuit for Friday night. I'm going to be hosting the best. What did you call it, Scott?
The best free-for-all ever, man.
That's not what you called it, but...
Yes, it is. That's exactly what I called it.
You said best invitational man or something. I don't know. But I'm going to be hosting this free-for-all. I just got to get the details worked out. It'll probably go on this new site from Gamma Gamers that's going up in the next week or so. And I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. And it'll be free to enter. And it'll also get you prepared for the first event for free-for-all. And I'm going to start... running a lot more free-for-alls online as well, and that should be fun because that's where I grew up on Halo. So be on the lookout.
All right. Well, I think a fun-filled show. Very excited. We had another episode today. I think I had a lot of fun. Scott, best man?
0.
Word.
All right. Well, either way, Scott's always a grumpy asshole.
man.
Fucking asshole. Either way, thank you to our stream director, Nexi, for putting this on.
Hey, let me get some. I got final statements though.
Oh,
I've been typing in the chat, pointing to myself on webcam. Best Man's the only one who reads it.
It's only Best Man.
Me and Best Man have been talking the whole show in the chat room, and you guys have straight up ignored me.
That's it.
Wait,
All right.
Wait, Nexi. Fuck closing out the show. I see we have community questions.
Yeah.
You want to read those?
So look, I want to say this. We got this show ready in 10 minutes today. It took 10 minutes to get this ready today. Imagine what it's going to look like next week, okay, when I'm going to put a week into preparing the show. I just wanted to say that first of all. Second of all, yeah, if you guys want to do community questions just to keep the show going, because I didn't know if you guys want to do that or not. But I can read the chat room off for you.
I'm down to do it since you were so rudely ignored for 10 minutes straight.
Well, I'm
it's
just
such
giving
a
you
great
options.
time for Halo. I think we should, for sure.
All right, well, I'm going to
How do you
grab
wanna-
a suck.
So this is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be reading the chat. My name's Nexi. You can't see me. You guys ask one of these gentlemen a nice question, something rated PG, hopefully. I'm going to recite the question back to them, and they're going to answer it for you. How's that sound? But it has to be quick. No fucking 2-minute answers, D-Mac.
Yeah, see?
Tanky in the turret.
Hey, I wish we had like a ghetto stopwatch we could throw up on the stream to time D-Mac on his rant, so...
Stop talking, motherfucker. Is that what it would say?
Bullshit for like 45 seconds, and then he's like, oh, okay, now I know what I'm going to say. And then he says it.
Oh my god, the chat. Can we put the chat room on slow mode so I can fucking read?
Nope. Yeah,
How do we do it? Hold on, slow mode? Alright, anyway, so look, here's the first question. The chat was going crazy, so it was hard to figure out who asked the question. But first free-for-all ever, if it's in Ohio, who wins it? Who's going to win it? Let's start with B-Man, go.
Straight sick.
Ow.
Scott?
Me?
Oh, sorry.
Strong
It's your
side.
show.
You're hosting it.
No,
It's
it's
me.
your show. It's your show.
Strong side, baby. Strong side
Strong
statement.
side.
That's going to dominate.
Yep. Next question.
All right, G, you control who it goes to. I'm not thinking. Well, we're just waiting on Nexi to pick the next question. Where.
All right, this is a good one. Chicken Wing wants to know how many teams realistically are going to show up to Columbus.
So I see 200 plus.
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Gandhi, go ahead.
I was looking at flirting with 200. I think if we get past 156, anything like that will show that the community has grown. That's going to give us a lot of growth. If we got 180-something, that would be 3 times the growth we had at our national championship, and I think that would be a great start to an awesome year.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if we get over 200. I really hope that we do. I will be surprised if we do it, but I hope that we do.
Okay. I mean, I think we all agree that it's going to be over 200. Next question comes from Cross with a bunch of numbers in his name, and I think that's retarded. But he wants to know, do you think it's possible to see something in Halo similar to what Husky StarCraft does for StarCraft, which is a YouTube channel with a plethora of StarCraft content? Who's going to do it, and is it even possible?
It is possible. I've seen some of his stuff. I know he's done the Friday song, and he implemented it with the Banelings or whatever, right? Is that the same guy? Husky?
The Baneling song, and Justin TV sponsored it, yeah.
That's Husky, right?
That's Husky, correct.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. It just all comes down to laziness and who wants to step up and make these viral videos and make their channel a million times bigger. The biggest channel we have in Halo is from Campy, and he's not even a top player, and that's just because of him putting out clips of gameplays. And people don't even do it. I've seen T-Squared do it. I'm starting to do it now, but that's what it's going to come down to, who wants to do it.
I think if D-Mac and I could ever figure something out, we could totally do it. But the problem is we're too illiterate with computers, and quite frankly, we would have to have someone sit down and do a full session with us and teach us just about everything, And I think D-Mac and I, we never want to shut the hell up. Even if we have nothing to say, we still like to speak. I think we could do, like, D-Mac rap freestyle videos over shit. I think there's a lot of stuff we could do with it. But quite frankly, we would just need the help.
Hey, I got a good concept. I actually started working on it last night. I'm not going to say too much, but basically, imagine that you watch a commentated Halo game. From up high, the camera never moves, and then whenever there's action, there's picture-in-picture of where the action happens. Dude, I started cutting it. I can't wait to show people. It's the dopest thing I've ever done, and it's going to make Halo easy to watch again. I just want to say that real quick.
I would just, I'd love to start and finish something with you and Gandhi. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Best Man, come on, he's sitting there all by himself, bro.
Just, it's been so long, and I think, like, all of us here at the Halo Council together, me, you, Gandhi, and, of course, the dude who actually does create Halo content, Best Man, I think all four of us together could possibly do something. So that's a good question.
All right, I'm going to ask the last question, guys, unless you want to keep it going, but I'm kind of dying here.
Let's just close this out.
Yeah, I got to go.
Wrap it up.
My teammates are gamers, apparently.
Last question. 3 to 5 things you want to see in Halo 4.
Oof. Halo 4.
Okay,
go ahead. Let me go. Halo 4. First, BR. Battle Rifle. Simple as that. Second, it needs to be simplified. Not to a point where it's going back to a 2001 video game, but to the point where you're not trying to beat other video games. It just needs to be Halo. It doesn't need to be Gears of War or Call of Duty or whatever else Bungie was trying to go out with a bang on their last game. Third, it would have to be... Oh, shit, I don't know. Third, it would just have to be better maps. It seems over the Halo 3 and Reach, we've just been using the worst maps for competitive gaming, and we need to go back to Halo 2 where they were accidentally good and not trying to be too much.
Okay. I'm going to go with number one, I think we need a dominant first weapon. Like you said, maybe a battle rifle, maybe a pistol, something that is good to use. Usually Halos have been good with that. I didn't really care for the DMR and Reach. Number two, I think we need spectator mode.
Yeah, that's what I forgot.
That's the key for me. Spectator mode is just something that's so important. We need it so bad. Spectator mode could completely change how people view this game and how it's casted. So for me, as somebody who does want to continue to cast Halo spectator mode, number three, ranking system. Obviously, you guys are like writing this shit in the chat. Ranking system is exactly.
Yeah. Are any of these your idea? I'm kidding. We've talked about this.
That I was thinking of, and they're fucking. All right, I'll even put in a 4 and 5 if you want, motherfucker. Goodness.
No, we've talked about this for years.
On the spot. I wasn't reading chat, so I forgot.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go first. Okay. Either way. Yeah, so those are the other three, and then if I would have to go with a 4 and 5, like Nick said, honestly, yeah, you do need better maps, because I was playing Halo 1, and you could play every single map. We played Chiron TL34, and that shit was fun, okay? So, whatever, okay? You need better maps. And fifth, I'd like to see a better sniper, a sniper that actually took some skill. You know, it hasn't happened that way in a long time, and I think they need to change the sniper rifle a lot.
Interesting. All right, here's my ideas. First and foremost, have to have a spectator mode. That goes without saying. Maps, whatever. We have a Forge War, Kill a KC, we'll throw some together. I'm not all that worried about maps. Throw in a fucking paint option. That's not really that pressing to me. What I want, in order of my last 4 demands. Backpack reload, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, BXR. Number 3, BXB.
See, the thing is,
oh, nade reload.
You can't
That's
force
it.
you can't
Yes,
force
you
glitches.
can.
No, you can't. Those are accidents.
Put it in as a code. Put it
Those
as a code.
It just won't work.
Just like it's the exact same thing as a combo for a fighter game. Press XX fucking R for a double shot. You can encode that into the game. I guarantee it.
That's what I want to see in the game.
It's a glitch for a reason. Fighter games are meant for combos.
I like to see some community involvement with this game, though. I want to see them listen to us, within the next few months about what's going on. And 343 looks like they are, so that seems positive.
Yeah.
I want to run through my list quick. When you're done.
Well, just one. Yeah, actually, go for it.
Go ahead. BXR. Go ahead, Scott.
I was going to say, I feel like after every show, we should send a tweet to David Ellis, and everyone who watches this just retweet it, and we'll just spam the living shit out of him until he's finally like, okay, you know what? These guys aren't going anywhere. Every Wednesday, I can't even look at my phone. I have so many Twitter notifications. So I'm going to tweet right after this. I'm going to tweet, David Ellis, we want you on the show next Wednesday. Everyone's just going to do it. And every Wednesday, we're going to do this in hopes to get him on here. But now next season.
And to add on to that, don't be going rogue and tweeting your own stuff. Follow Gandhi's example. He's going to set a good example. Just because he says he's going to spam the shit out of him doesn't mean literally. He's going to think it through, and I'm going to make sure of that. But my quick list for things we need in Halo 4. I'm going to agree with DMAC. A spectator mode and improvements to the film system. We need to be able to see through walls overhead where your teammates are, arrows over their head when we're flying around. Because I promise you, I can make the shittiest game in the world look dope if you give me tools like that. Just look at my resume at some of the stuff I've produced in the past. I'm not going to call out games specifically. But with that being said, that's all I really care about. So I got one thing. Just give me the tools to produce good content on YouTube. And that's all I got.
Cool.
Right.
All right. With that being said, guys, another successful episode of the Halo Council.
Next week we go into double digits. We're at episode 10.
Is it? I thought.
I think there's more, but that's just what I put. Is that
after 66 episodes, we get syndicated on TV networks. That's what I heard.
We could be at 60 by now if we didn't take that month off.
Now we would be at like 12.
All right. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, 60. Okay.
All right. Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Halo Council. For DMAC, Nexy, Bestman, and myself, thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned. And make sure you retweet what we say to David Ellis, because that cocksucker's getting on here. I'm kidding. He's not a cocksucker. I like him. But stay tuned until next week. Take it easy.
Like a parked car, I sound weird like nigga with a hard R. Fly like the logo on my cousin's 440. Eating Oreos like these white girls that blow me. Vodka for my ladies, whiskey for a grown man. Hanging in the islands looking for Earl like Toe Jam. I made the beat retarded, so I'm calling it a slow jam. Butcher and I know it, man. Kill beef, go ham. These rappers are afraid of him, cause I'm a beast, bitch, girl. Invaders and Gambino is a call girl. Fuck you, pay me. Brand new whip for these niggas like slavery. Told me I was awful and that shit did not faze me. Tell me how I suck again, my memory is hazy. You're my favorite rapper now, yeah, dude, I better be. Or you can fucking kiss my ass, human centipede. You wanna see my girl? I ain't that dumb. You wanna see my girl? Check Maxim, man, why does every black actor gotta rap some? I don't know, all I know is I'm the best one. It's a bonfire, turn the lights out. I'm burning everything you motherfuckers talk about. It's a bonfire, turn the lights out. I'm burning everything you motherfuckers talk about. You know these rapper dudes talk shit, start killing. Fuck that, got goons like an arch villain. I'm from the south, ain't got no actor, don't know why. So this rapper's child's play, I do my name like Princess Di. Yeah, they say that